So I lost track of time. I was on another panel. Are they behind schedule? This is what we look like on YouTube. Channel.
Oh, I was talking to a muted mic again. I would think they would. I would think their cameras would come on a couple minutes before the meeting starts, so people could find it and everything. But who knows?
Is this meant to be a panel or just?
No, this is council meeting. Oh, you mean for us?
Yeah.
I figured we could
limit
yeah, yeah.
I will pin it then. It is pinned in the Finkel channel. Now you're tuned in through Fort Worth Television. What about on the YouTube? Let me see if I can find it. Fort Worth.
Well, here's a thing that says watch on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I see a thing that
today's the 25th, 11 a.m. Okay, they're late. No, they got 4 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, let me see here. Let's do this.
I'll do the linky poop in here. Well, if they're on in 3 minutes, I got time for a quick smoke. I'll be right back.
So if anybody's watching, we're just waiting for this thing to start.
Howdy.
Errol. Kellen was here, but of course Finkel chased him out.
Yeah, I don't blame him for leaving. Would have left myself. Everybody doing okay today?
I'm good. Don't know why the hell I woke up at 8:30, but
oh, I was up at 5.
Well, I think I was also. No,
Yeah,
actually, I think I went to bed around 3 or so last night. I don't think it was real late.
Okay.
Let's see. What am I doing here? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Can't enlarge that screen until it actually starts broadcasting.
So you know her 4 charges, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One is evading. The other one is false.
Yeah.
The false reporting.
Yeah, because of her going fire rape.
Right.
Obviously, that was, and you know, if those cops would have turned around and got all excited, they could say, "Oh, that was making a false report or whatever." But since they just totally ignored her, obviously they didn't take it serious. So that you can throw that right the hell out the window. And she was trying to evade when she was obviously knocked out.
Right. After she said, okay, when he said you're under arrest, she said, okay. And then after he knocked her out, then it's the stop resisting.
Yep.
Ridiculous. This just to cover his own ass.
Yep. You notice that a lot of times on those, they'll be saying that just so it's on the camera, you know, so later on they could say, right. Oh no, I had to break their elbow.
Right. And you know, she hurt her arm too. Did you watch the other video? He recorded her in the car when she came on. Did you see
No,
the
that
word?
one. I didn't see that one. No.
I should have sent you that one.
I-
So he talks to her briefly, and she's got her arm in a sling thing. So he messed up her arm and her face. She's got stitches in her eyes and everything.
Morning, Steph.
Hey, Steph. Hey, Sarge. Sarge muted.
No, I think he's chewing.
Oh,
He said he was going to get a cigarette. I guess he stopped smoking. Now he
I
just
just see the
chews
little
them.
picture there, so I can't tell.
I said, good morning, Ariel. Good morning, Steph. Good night, John Boy.
Oh, we didn't hear you. We didn't
Yeah,
hear
no,
you at all.
I did the old mute thing. I think it's the biggest quote of 2020. Hey, you're muted.
Yeah.
By chance, have you guys noticed that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, all their charges were removed.
No.
Good, good. Now charges need to be put on that abusive
Yes.
officer.
Well,
Yes, he should be arrested immediately.
Mhm.
he'll probably be fired and move on to another prestigious police station somewhere.
I mean,
Somebody grab that link that Steph put in Sarge's channel. If I can't put it up, or I'll lose the
Hold on.
stream link.
want me to share it?
Yeah. What's the yeah, go ahead and throw it up quick. I can't see what they're.
Keep an eye on that thing and bump me off if that comes
Yeah,
live.
actually, it's a minute after. Let me go
Oh, I
over
see.
here and let me read.
You got it. You got it, Sarge? Yeah, there it is.
Last name blank, first name blank, race blank, sex blank, CID blank. No records found.
Huh.
But we have the image. Is this a real? Is inmate search tarrantcounty.com? Huh. Okay.
That's real. That's real, Sarge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course, we've got that recorded on our live. So
Yes.
Right. Well, that's only half of it. We also want him charged.
he should be in cuffs as we speak.
Should be.
They're awful fast to arrest any of us.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go check this police officer and see if he's on the dirty list.
Well, he's definitely had other incidents.
Right. The jaywalking incident with the oh yeah, my gun has to come out because you're jaywalking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like emptying a magazine on someone for rolling through a stop sign.
All right. This is
Morning,
why he was
Hey,
either
Nerdy.
fired or let go for that incident, and then they moved him over here.
The reason I was late is I lost track of time. I was on a panel at the Rachel's Ghost. Pretty fun. Oh, are they starting?
No, I just hit refresh just in case. I've had it happen before where I'm sitting wondering why a stream is 10 minutes late, and then I notice people in chat, referring to things, and usually they come on automatically, but and why should we expect the city council to be on time? I'm going to guess they're all in the back somewhere going, okay, no, what are we going to say? What are we going to say? Probably huddled with their attorney.
Well, it is a big metropolitan area. I've recently learned from my teammates at my job that Fort Worth, Dallas, they call it the Metroplex, and there's over 8 million people in that area.
Yeah, they also are known for having a shitty police department.
Oh.
They've had all kinds of incidents of violence
No,
and
no.
killing people for no good reason.
I saw Carolina in Harvey Freebird's chat, I think, from last night, but I saw it this morning, and I'm glad she's got some wherewithal. The jaywalking incident with Mata was only a block away. That seems to be his beat, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I saw in Summers on her community tab, there was a link to a video. Hello, everyone. I guess I'll be in chat since Finkel doesn't want to be on panel. What are you talking about, Killen? Get your ghost ass up here.
That link on Summer's thing was the exact same video we showed yesterday, and everybody else has been showing.
Yeah, it's the original video, but yeah.
Yeah, that was disturbing. The original video. A couple disturbing things about it. One thing that disturbed me was he said, stop resisting twice. The second time was after that gurgling noise that we also heard when Kaiser had his seizure. And, you know, when people suddenly lose control of controlling their stream, it's very weird that the stream suddenly turned off right after that. Usually it would play out till a battery dies or until later on somebody finds that maybe. But yeah, that tells me, oh, I'm going to say shit that I don't want people to hear, so I'm going to turn this off. just I don't know that for a fact. That's what it looks like to me.
This is the video. I'm going to post it in the chats where the lawyer spoke to her in the car for a couple minutes. Oh. It's right there. Y'all want to check that out? It's very short. It's 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And we can look at it later also.
No. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to have a nosegasm. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay. I won't be chatting. I'll be lurking. If I refresh the streams tab, it still says upcoming. Oh, I see. You got people are chatting in there too. If you switch that from top tat to live, you'll get all of the things that the peoples are saying. Oh, including just Muckster. Of course, these airheads can't tell time. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who is not my commanding officer from the Cunningham.
As soon as this starts, I'm going to enlarge the screen anyhow, so we won't see their chat.
You're going to take a Viagra, huh? Okay.
If it ever starts. Is anybody really surprised at this?
Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Oh, they don't know what time it is, apparently. But we've seen streams start late before. He whose namesake I am wearing. Product placement. A little plug here. They just settled in April for slamming a man in cuffs. I just heard on BZ Watchdog. He is live outside City Hall. Oh, the Krueger cop, the Freddy Krueger guy. He's outside City Hall right now. And Suan is also lurking here, but also have a separate connection to the city council meeting. The higher the numbers viewing, the more impacts. Good point. Let me clicky poo on that and give them another number. 55 are watching right now. Let's help the algorithm and click the like button, whether you like them or not. Let's get that thing pumping. Let me do it from my...
I clicked the dislike button.
All right. Benghazi Rabbit. They don't want to go live. Thankfully, there is a few people there. All right. Yeah, it could be a whole argument about whether or not to go live. Fort
Well,
Worth.
that would only hurt them more.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's got to be people in there with cameras, and they can't stop them from filming it anyway.
Can't stop them. Benghazi Rabbit, can you confirm or deny if they will try to stop them?
That would be a
I'm kidding.
civil suit right there.
Yeah, he's he's got fame for walking into, I don't know if it was a city council, some sort of council meeting with a disturbing sign that really triggered them.
Well, this is one of the biggest stories as far as the police at the moment. So someone's going to have to step up and say something because people ain't having it.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised my coworkers don't seem to know anything about it, including the half of the team that's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But you'd think it'd be big local news.
Maybe it didn't get reported to the local news for that simple reason. They didn't want people to have,
It's been on the local news.
over there.
Has it been on local news? I guess no one's watching local news anymore. They're all either watching YouTube or Fox or MSNBC or the Jerry Springfield show. Jerry Springer.
Is he still on, by the way?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he's not.
Oh, wait, he died. Yeah, that's right. He died.
The show's on, but he's not. He's not on.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Benghazi spoke to someone named Harvey last night. Who's Harvey?
Harvey Freebird.
They're going to the meeting. Okay. Oh, okay. So should we look for Harvey's channel?
Well, we can only show one up here. I don't know. Unless somebody knows how to do a split screen.
I wouldn't be able to get audio, but I could put both on the. What's Harvey's channel, Benghazi Rabbit?
I want to ask Benghazi Rabbit how his fur is still so white after he's crawled up GS's ass so far.
Well, rabbits used to poop, so I don't know. They know how to poop, right?
I'm going around and seeing as soon as I see a live pop up, I'll tell you. Okay, appreciate it, man. And there's Harvey Freebird. Okay, let me pull that up on a. I'll keep an eye on it live. Oh, okay. I remember this guy. 8 hours ago. Okay, he's not planning a live, but he could pop up if he's got the correct equipment with him. I bathe in swamp solder, so it stays clean. All right, I'll occasionally toggle back and forth and refresh. And you're refreshing that one, right, Muckster?
Yep.
All right. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, lovers at the time. There is no public comment scheduled today. I'm not sure if they'll have the opportunity to speak.
Mm.
Well, it doesn't show it, but I think they just don't show it on the agenda because the agenda shows, the subjects. But it does have a thing there saying if you want to speak, you have to let them know no later than 2 hours ahead of time. So, most places that's kind of the top of the agenda. They'll do like the previous minutes or whatever, things like that, and then usually public comments is up top.
We're having a bit of a kerfluffle at my church where a group of congregation members wanted to address the board, and they said, "Oh, it's not on the schedule. No open questions," and they unconvened and went into a private room. We're like, "Wait a minute, hold on. That stands against our church's principles." But that one's not over yet. Right, I can't. Whoa, I'm losing my clickability here. Click. When I click, oh, it's coming live.
There it is.
Or just change the screen.
Okay, yep. And this one didn't say budget on it, kiddo. I know that one did the special budget meeting.
It's starting.
Is something here with somebody?
The way FTW is, you have to speak on agenda items unless it's. Oh, okay. All right. It's one of those Robert Rules things. I'm watching in silent, and I can't toggle my top chat to live chat. Well, my mouse is not cooperating. Do I have to close
This is supposed to be regular council meeting, so they sure as hell better take public comments, as long as the people followed their rule and put their name in at least 2 hours ahead of time.
I don't think they have to if they announced it ahead of time that they were taking public. They make their own rules, but
Well, it didn't say anything on their station or whatever, on their channel. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this is Texas. Who the hell knows? I know in Pennsylvania, if they did that, the entire meeting would be. Okay, no, am I muted? Because that lady seems to be talking.
No, I hear you. Oh, you mean, yeah.
No, yeah.
Channel, yeah.
I don't think they've
Yeah,
turned
see,
up.
now they. What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Can you get sound, Sarge? Do you have the channel?
I'm not getting sound. I am on the channel, but okay. Oh, she's talking into the mic. We should hear sound, but
Yeah.
I don't hear any sound.
Yeah, and they hammered the meeting into order.
Yeah.
Yep. People over here are saying there's no sound too. Yeah, I'll bet this is a mistake. My ass. Oh, we forgot to turn the microphones on. Oh,
That's right.
dear me.
I'll
Yep.
try and lip read until we have to do a close up on the people speaking. I see a lot of people wearing green and bright yellow. Are they there for? Okay, everyone's standing. Yeah, no sound here.
Hold on, I'm checking their stream. Come on.
He's doing an invocation. All hail the mighty Muckster. Peace be with him. Muckster bless us all. I give him a thumbs up. And
Okay, I'm getting audio on the other thing.
okay.
Shit, I just lost it. And tell me they're opening a public meeting with a fucking prayer.
Well, I can't hear him. It might be a prayer to Muckster, or it might be a generic prayer to whatever your higher power is. But now they're doing a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to this one-star state of Texas. Oh, they did add Texas into it. Stop running public record. Give us.
I don't know what y'all are hearing, but I don't hear nothing.
I'm reading or pretending
Oh,
to
okay.
but no, I don't hear them.
There it is.
You got it.
That's as loud as it gets on here.
That's fine.
Our first item will be special presentations, with the first one being a presentation of proclamation for the late coach Robert Hughes.
They're
Thank
actually
you,
going
Jeanette,
into that
and I know
shit
that Our
first.
Mayor Pro Tem Gina Bivens is going to read this very important proclamation. Before she does that, I did want to acknowledge we have two former mayors here today with us, both Mayor Betsy Price and Mayor Mike Moncrief. So great that you're both here today. That side of the dais and on this side today. But seriously, thank you both for taking the time to be here. Mayor Pro Tem, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And hello, Betsy and Mike. And it's for you to be standing, I hate that, but I know you're glad to see the chambers filled with live minds waiting to see how government works. Before reading the proclamation, I need to ask, is there anyone from the family of Coach Hughes present? Good, that means I can do it from up here. I'm going to read this proclamation, and you should know I will be taking the proclamation to the historic Baker Chapel Funeral Home so that they will have it for his service on Saturday at Broadway Baptist. It reads, whereas Robert L. Hughes was born on May 15th, 1928 in Bristow, Oklahoma. He grew up in Sapulpa, Oklahoma, where he cared for his mother and siblings and was the athlete of the family. And whereas Robert Hughes attended college as a student athlete at Texas Southern. Upon graduating, he lived a short professional basketball career with the Boston Celtics. He then began a career in the U.S. Army, where he was stationed in Japan. His next job would be at an aircraft parts. And whereas Coach Hughes began his coaching journey at I.M. Turrell High School, where his coaching legacy would begin. During his time at I.M. Turrell, his teams won 9 district championships, 3 state championships, and 1 state runner-up title. And whereas after the closure of I.M. Turrell, Coach Hughes moved on to Wildcat Country, where I graduated from, Dunbar High School, as head basketball coach, where he would stay for 32 years. During his tenure at Dunbar, Coach Hughes won a total of 20 district championships, 19 by-district championships, 10 regional championships, 3 state runner-up titles, and 2 state championships. And whereas Coach Hughes retired in 2005 at the age of 76 as a member of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, the National High School Hall of Fame, the Texas High School Basketball Hall of Fame again, the Southwestern Athletic Conference Hall of Fame, and the Texas Southern Hall of Fame. And whereas, as the winningest coach in the history of high school basketball for boys with 1,333 wins, Robert Hughes made his impact in the record books and in the hearts of everyone fortunate enough to work with or play for him. He leaves behind a legacy of love through his children, his teammates, his players, and the whole Fort Worth community. Now, therefore, the city of Fort Worth does hereby celebrate the life and legacy of Coach Robert L. Hughes. It is signed by the entire mayor and council and will be present at the coach's funeral service on Saturday. So hats off and celebration for the life of Coach Hughes.
Next.
Appreciate that. I know all of us feel a sense of grief for his passing, but also very thankful for his leadership for the city of Fort Worth and the many, many young people that he influenced over his career. Go ahead, Jeanette. Sorry to interrupt you.
Next will be a presentation, a certificate of recognition to Sada Kanakoi, delegate for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders.
Councilmember Martinez.
So Mayor and Council, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize the following extraordinary young woman. So Sara Karakoki is actually happens to be a District 11 constituent. She's the daughter of Pilar Candia. Some people may know. Pilar used to serve under Carlos Flores, and before then, his predecessor, the Honorable Sally Espino, and of course, Mayor got to work with her while they were working in council sometimes. So a little bit about Sada. Sada is a student at the International Leadership of Texas Grand Prairie High School. Thanks to her dedication and academic success, Sada has been nominated as a delegate for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders hosted on June 26th through June 28th at the University of Massachusetts, Lowell. This honor will open countless resources and opportunities for Sada. This certificate recognizes the hard work and determination displayed by Sada to reach this achievement. A little bit more about Sada. She's fluent in Spanish and actually learning Chinese. She is of Mexican and Japanese roots. So while I read this certificate of recognition,
don't
Mayor, would you join
fucking
me? Mayor's
care.
signature is also on the certificate. And Carlos, would you join us for the picture as well? So this certificate of recognition, Office of Council District 11. The Office of Council District 11 is proud to recognize Sada Kanakoki on the distinct honor of being selected as a delegate for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders at the University of Massachusetts Lowell. The Congress is an honor-only program for high school students interested in the medical field. Sada was nominated as a delegate by Dr. Mario Capicci, winner of the Nobel Prize in Medicine and Science, director of the National Academy of Future Physicians and Medical Scientists.
Okay.
Sada's academic success, leadership potential, and determination to serve through medicine have showcased her potential.
So
to
guy
become a
says he's
selected
waiting to go in. They're
future in the
standing
medical
room
field.
only
I
right
commend
now.
Sada for her
They will
dedication,
allow
drive, and
people in
commitment to
after
service.
these
She's
proclamations.
representing her
Now,
community
how can
exceptionally
they
well.
say they're going to allow
This
people in
certificate
after
is presented to
proclamations if
Sada
it's standing
Kanakoki
room only?
in
That seems a
recognition
little
of
weird.
her nomination for the Congress of Future Medical Leaders on this 25th day of June 2024. Congratulations, Sada. So
If it's-
Sada will say a few words.
Hey, I wrote this. Well, I wrote something so I could say to everyone, hello, good morning. I am so honored and grateful to receive this recognition. First of all, I would like to thank the mayor and all of our city council members for this opportunity to be recognized. I would also like to thank my mom for helping me and pushing me to achieve such great things, as well as my family and friends who are here with me today. I would also like to think that I want this to be an encouragement for other kids who are here and listening, that you can achieve anything you put your mind through and always push yourself to be the best that you can. Thank you. Can I have a photo with my mom?
Of course you can. Fila, come on. Sorry, Fila. We'll send it. At least you can send it.
The YouTube video is, at least on my end, it's totally dropped.
I would also like to thank that.
Thank you.
So Sada, before you go sit down, I have to remind you, and Mayor Betsy can attest to this, this little girl grew up in City Hall because her mom worked for Councilmember Flores. And don't y'all remember, those of you that were here, she would draw pictures on your whiteboard, especially if you had a contentious council the next day, to try to make you think it was rainbows. Or one time I had a hot air balloon.
Try
So I
try
think
to
it's
act all
remarkable that she's
friendly and
standing here before us
family
and headed off to New York.
oriented
So congratulations.
while
Sada.
your cops are out there beating up old ladies.
Next will be a presentation of certificates of recognition to the Fort Worth Business Plan Competition winners.
Crane and Councilwoman Hill.
May I have Wright Publishing House, Jonathan Carradine, Style Smart, Shauna Murphy, Champion Strength and Conditioning, D. Henry, along with Hadley Warner, Kristen Martinez from Frost, and Robert Stearns joined Councilman Crane and I at the mic.
How's it going, D? That good. This guy used to train me. He's mean, I'm telling you. But he's very good at what he does. It's awesome to see you. Congratulations. Yeah, man, he's good. He's really good.
Mayor and Council, thank you to all these small businesses for entering the City of Fort Worth and Frost Business Plan Competition on May 9th. This was hosted by Frost. For the 13th year of this competition, 20 businesses completed 6 weeks of business development classes and received coaching from local business support organizations in writing a business plan. The top 8 businesses move forward to make their final pitch for cash prizes, and our winners stand before you today. Congratulations go to Right Publishing, located in District 7, who won the grand prize, the Pitch Perfect Award, and $10,000. So you're the recipient of a certificate of recognition. The Office of City Council District 7 is proud to recognize Wright Publishing House on winning first place at the 2024 City of Fort Worth Business Plan Competition for winning the Pitch Perfect Prize Audience Popular.
Oh, big surprise. Now this channel's having technical problems.
Did it just freeze up?
Yep.
Damn it.
Now, how long have I been talking to mute? You're still on the Fort Worth city page?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking on mute myself earlier.
If I go back to the, nope, wrong one. I'm going to go to Fort Worth. God damn it, Finkel.
Well, if anybody is so inclined, that's the phone number.
Phone number to what?
Fort Worth City Council.
Oh,
Or the Fort Worth TV, I guess, whatever they want to call it.
well, damn it. Easy, Muckster, easy.
Don't worry about me.
Sorry,
Jack McGee
is not available.
How
Record
surprising
your
is
message
that?
at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
You know, nobody believes this is a technical glitch, you cowards.
Interesting. I'm taking you got that phone number from the web page. Why does it go directly to an individual's line? It should go to a. It isn't frozen on Brandon's page. Who's Brandon? Oh, the Looney Tune guy.
No, probably Brandon Mitchell.
Oh,
Yeah, that's nothing.
all right.
Okay, so how is he getting something?
Yeah. What's his source? All right.
Is he in there live?
He says refresh.
Hey, Ken. Yeah. Yep. Okay, thanks. Okay, but I'm not hearing any noise.
Yeah.
Let's
Robert
see.
Stearns, thank you
There you
very much.
go.
This is the 13th year, correct? Your team does an amazing job. We really appreciate your leadership. Thank you, thank you.
Our next presentation will be a certificate of completion for the Lanzer Fort Worth program.
Councilmember Crane.
Great, thank you, Mayor. Annette, Gilberto, why don't you bring the group down? This is a great day that we're talking about entrepreneurship and our continued efforts to support entrepreneurs. Proud of the Lanzar Group. It's a 10-week bilingual education program about business skills, resource tools, and peer networks. You've given me a lot of credit for this in a lot of different ways, but really it's you and Jasmine as it started, now Gilberto that's here, of putting this program together and really giving our entrepreneurs in the community, of all parts of the community, the skills that they need to
I'll be back.
Move forward and build a business. And so I would like to give you the floor to talk about this. They all have certificates already. There's 11 total, just so y'all know, that went through a 10-week program. They're not all here because they're working. So that's, but we're proud of you, and I'd love to give you to introduce them and talk about the program.
Yeah. Thank you, Council. So this is the program that started with the relationship that Councilman Crane introduced us to the National League of Cities. We were providing funded to be able to bring the Kauffman Foundation's Fast Track program, a national program and curriculum, here to Fort Worth. We're the only organization currently offering it. But what we realized was that they actually offer the whole program in various languages. So we actually did our first class in Spanish last year, and this is our first English cohort, and we are starting now to publicize the next Spanish cohort. So our long-term plan is to continue to offer these rotating English and in Spanish, but it's intended to be for a small cohort of entrepreneurs, 10 to 15, to come together, learn as they are ideating or within their 0 to 2 years mark, to be able to encourage each other.
No,
but
I'm not
also
sure who
take
all's
the
in the meeting,
information
Cliff.
and work through with the facilitator and building their business plan. We're really, really quite proud, this being our first English cohort, of the bonds that this group created together. And as mentioned, some of their counterparts had to work today. But Catherine Pina was our facilitator for our English cohort. Gilberto Ataide from our chamber staff led this. Would either of you all like to say just a few words about the cohort, how it went?
I need a break. Somebody yell if anything actually starts happening.
As a small business
All
champion
right, I'll be here.
or mentor, I was with the SBDC during COVID. I'm very committed to our small business owners, and I realize there's a strong need for those who are up to 24 months to get education, to make sure they're set up correctly, so they can one day be a legalized business in the state of Texas, paying their sales taxes and being profitable. So I was very fortunate to be part of this program, which is very specific to their needs and affords them the opportunity for ongoing education and get those businesses started. So I'm very grateful to be part.
Thank you, Catherine. So that rounds up our first year, and we move forward with our second year. I'd like to just take a moment to recognize, behind me, we have Ana Vasquez, if you'd like to raise your hand, Maria Elena Barajas, Natalia Margarita Dominguez, and Eduardo Martinez. And not able to join us here today are Noemi Bernal, Perla Ramirez, Brenda Velasquez, Sandra Castañeda, Devin Jones. And these, if you're curious about types of businesses, they span from hair salon, tree trimming, costume design, food trucks, art, safety products. So a wide variety of businesses. And thank you so much again for the opportunity. And we look forward to continuing to grow.
You want to say something on behalf of the cohort, please? Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can see me. I'm right here. So it's been a wonderful opportunity. Like Annette was saying, it went from ideation. They provided us with a framework to be able to put all of our ideas down, but also look at the business perspective of it. So week after week, they would show up for us in person and then also virtually. It was an asynchronous experience as well for those of us that work full time or are going to school full time. And they really helped us in navigating building our business plan, but then also providing a business pitch at the end. So there's a pathway to continue growing. And Catherine did an amazing job of facilitating that for us. And Gilberto was definitely our cheerleader, helping us with technical things and also providing a network for us to continue to grow as we are navigating our entrepreneurship journey. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all. 10-week program. They went to the class every Tuesday for 2 hours in the evening after getting off work. So they committed from 6 to about 8 in their personal time. So we're really grateful for them. And a shout out also to Style VA, which was a finalist in the business plan competition, because they actually were a finalist in our business pitch competition last year. So we're hoping some of these folks, you'll see them next year in the business plan competition, as we're all working together as a city to uplift entrepreneurship. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, folks, get more energy for this next group. Councilwoman Nettles, this presentation of certificate of recognition is to the next level Cosmo Camp, and I know that you're excited to give this presentation.
Yes, I am, and I'm going to ask before they see if the two can come and set up what they need to set up. And while they're coming doing that, I do want to acknowledge we have a couple of other campers here. I did let City Secretary know. I want to acknowledge that we have the Southside Community Camp as well here. So if you're here from the Southside, y'all kind of stand up so everybody can see you. Southside Community. You guys for coming out. Also, we have another camp, Purpose Driven. I'm going to ask them to come down so they can get a photo with Purpose Driven Summer Camp is here as well. If you guys will make your way down here real quick so we can get a photo as Cosmo Camp sets up. Let's move expeditiously, please. That's the preacher voice in me. Yeah. They're young people, so some of them are yawning, but they're really excited to be here. This is their education part of their summer camp. And so this is not a swim day, this is an education day, so they're kind of nodding. And then I'm gonna come down and give the presentation for Cosmo Camp.
One more.
Oh, look, we love little black children. Aren't we nice?
All righty. And so we're going to have the next level Cosmo Camp kids to come up. So one of the things that those that don't come to council often, Mayor Pro Tem has been very vital in making this happen, that we want to bring young people down to city government and see how City Hall actually operates. And so over the different months and years, we have had high schoolers come, and I think we're getting younger and younger, but it's very important to us that we raise up a new generation, which is our young people. And so today, we see a
Yeah.
lot of young people here today just
The
hear
whole
about
world saw
civic engagement. So
how
don't be
your
alarmed,
city
it's all good,
operates.
and so we're trying to educate them. And so we have, are they going to start on this?
Yeah.
'Cause- Okay. Well, while I'm reading this, if they can go ahead and
I
start
just
on that,
posted
so
on Fort
we
Worth
can operate efficiently.
Police Department's page. The whole world's watching.
Okay.
I can't believe they don't have comments disabled.
So during the process, they have created a photo here, and they're going to reveal those as I'm reading this certificate of recognition. Fort Worth Certificate of Recognition, Office of the Council of District Number 8. The Office of City Council District is proud to recognize next level Cosmo Camp
Blah, blah,
for
blah,
kids
blah,
in
blah,
dedication
blah.
to teaching Cosmo, makeup, skincare, nail hygiene, mental health, youth
Okay.
empowerment, safety,
We've got
and life
pictures
skills
of a
with a
beaten
focus
up
on
old
entrepreneurship
woman
and cosmetology. The next level
all over the
cosmetology camp
internet, and
began
they're
a
talking
summer
about
camp on the east side
cosmetology.
of Fort Worth, Texas on June 13th,
Am I like
2022 with 30 girls.
detecting ridiculous
The
irony here?
students of the world finally put together a hair show showcasing their skills in cosmetology and business before their parents, peers, and community. These students took on roles as models, makeup artists, hairstylists, and ticket promoters. 5 girls also are now pursuing in fashion, the cosmetology, and many more will follow. Over the span of 2 years, the Next Level Cosmo Camp for Kids has hosted a fall camp, a summer camp, and even introduced a life-changing program at 12 Fort Worth ISD schools. This is one of the campers that participated in District 8 as well as in Michael Crane's district and planning to participate in District 6. Under the leadership of Shakina Watkins, CC the Great, is the only short of 2 years, Next Level Cosmo Camp Kids has impacted the lives of 450 kids. I commend CC. And this certificate is presented to the Next Level Cosmo Camp for Kids in recognition of their commitment and success for our Fort Worth youth on this 25th day of June 2024.
Okay, I'll try to make it quick because I know y'all got a lot to do. Council members, Councilman Nettles, I'm about to cry. I appreciate all of y'all. Every single person up there just about has helped Next Level Cosmetology Camp for Kids in some way. And Councilman Nettles, you have put your locks on the line for us, life on the line for us. We are now in 12 schools in Fort Worth ISD and counting. Thanks to Councilmember Jared Williams, we will be in the Fort Worth public libraries now. There is no program out here like it. We build bosses over here. We don't just teach cosmetology. We teach financial literacy, mental health, self-awareness. We teach a real human being. I want to thank you, Councilwoman Elizabeth Beck, Mayor Maddie Parker. I love the way you wink your eye. But I just appreciate y'all. And to my friend and council member, I appreciate what you do. Ladies, rip up the room when we say this. We got beauty. We got brains. We know business. Next Level Cosmo Camp. We got and we stand up.
All right, we're gonna take a photo.
Hey, guess what? They blocked me from commenting on their YouTube page.
Well, maybe you should be a little nicer.
I do believe that's illegal, actually.
Zach drew the pictures, painted the pictures, did it in less than 2 weeks. Zach, take a bow.
Yeah, the agenda shows all this bullshit. But most places they put the public comments up front.
And I call her a cow lady with that suit on, or is that bad?
Oh,
Mayor Parker, just a moment of privilege. I think I'm trying to locate them right now. I've been told that the Diamond Hill Summer Camp folks are here. There they are, right back there. Raul, good to see you. So just want to give a shout out to them. Thank you for being here.
Mayor, I'd also like to take a quick point of privilege to recognize the Como Community Center Summer Camp. Where are y'all? Please stand up.
no, Joe, you haven't missed a fucking thing.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. And so excited that y'all are having a blast at summer camp, and hope to see you at the community center sometime soon.
My remarks were more than the desire to get my hair braided. What I want people to think about is when you see children.
Yeah, Nathan, I'm seeing 25 over here, but I don't know what channel you're on.
I submit to you, years in the future, we will see a decline in juvenile crime rates. And so just the idea of
Oh yeah, Nathan, you're in my channel.
I'm encouraged to see this.
And you and Cliff are over there. Most of the people are over on Finkel's side.
Yeah, nobody watches Muck. We only watch Finkel. Or his looks.
Next will be items to be withdrawn from the consent agenda.
Ooh, CFW is planning on doing a public comment. That'll really be good.
To withdraw from the consent agenda, that's MNC 24-0548.
Any items to be continued or withdrawn by staff?
There are no items to be continued or withdrawn by staff.
Mayor, that gets us to the consent agenda speakers, and I believe we have 8 of them.
Thank you very much, Jeanette. Our first speaker is Lee Haynes, followed by Sharon Swaggerty. Oh, sorry, it's Lee Haynes Taylor. My apologies, Miss Taylor.
And Mayor, I believe she has
You have a group, is that
representative?
correct? If you're here with Miss Taylor, could you just raise your hand for me? Thank y'all very much for being here. Miss Taylor, the floor is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
I think the mic's not on. If we could fix that. Just a second, Miss Taylor.
Okay. I can. Have to bring it way down. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Can y'all all see me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Lee Haynes Taylor. I'm the current president of Texas Garden Clubs, whose headquarters building is located at 3111 Old Garden Road on the breathtaking campus of the Fort Worth Botanic Gardens. And I have a prepared statement. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today as a representative of 8,000 plus members of Texas Garden Clubs. The Botanic Gardens and the Texas Garden Club's headquarters are the oldest park and headquarters in America. Texas Garden Clubs was formed in 1929, and the headquarters was constructed in 1959 on acreage donated by the city of Fort Worth. We have enjoyed 65 years of existence in the Botanic Gardens, working closely with the Park and Recreation Department all these years, and we hope to continue uninterrupted for many more years to come. The Fort Worth City Attorney is present at this meeting to request members of the Fort Worth City Council to allow permission to file suit against Texas Garden Clubs to force taking our headquarters and land. Texas Garden Clubs is a nonprofit organization of 8,000 plus members. We do not want our property taken away from us. The governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, also agrees with our sentiments.
Texas Garden Clubs is an asset to the state of Texas,
Oh,
the city of
Jesus
Fort
Christ.
Worth, and its citizens. Our mission statement, Texas Garden Clubs promotes the love of gardening, floral design, horticulture, civic responsibilities, landscaping, environmental concerns, and garden therapy for men, women, and children, and encourages participation and support of educational programs for both the very young and the most advanced students. It is the purpose of the organization to preserve, protect, and conserve the natural resources of this country and to maintain and enhance the beauty of our land. The city of Fort Worth has, as our strong ally, helped us to secure our headquarters. The city of Fort Worth gave us a deed and land in the Fort Worth Botanic Gardens from the White Survey, donated to the city in prior years. In 1959, when Texas Garden Clubs wanted to receive a loan from the Continental Bank, the bank required a survey and a clear deed. Let's see. The city of Fort Worth.
Here's a
deed of
shocker
the
for you.
land that the city of Fort Worth had given to
The
Texas
mayor's
Garden
office
Clubs.
is
The
telephone
city surveyed the land given
is
to Texas Garden Clubs,
piled up.
and a new deed was filed in order for Texas Garden Clubs to get a loan using the land in its headquarters building as collateral. The city of Fort Worth helped us to get our headquarters. Would they want to take it away?
Well, of course, they'll make
Surely
exceptions
they would
for
not have
people
paid for a new
who have
survey
important
and
issues
clear
like
deed
gardens
if they had not
and
wanted this to
cosmetology.
happen. When council members read the document, you will see how the city helped us in the past. The city created the document saying the park board could sign, and I have passed out packets for each of you that have a lot of information pertaining to headquarters. There's minutes of the Parks Board Commissioners dated May 15th, 1958, August 20, 1958, September 19th, 1958, August 26, 1959, which referenced the building site for our headquarters.
The hell is she talking
Also
about?
included is information about our headquarters that should be of interest to you in relating to headquarters as to why our legacy is so important to the members of Texas Garden Clubs. We hope the city of Fort Worth council members
Get
do
off the
vote no,
stage.
that Texas Garden Clubs can keep the headquarters and
Boo.
garden located at 3111 Old Garden Road for its members. Our headquarters is both a tribute to those who have gone before us and a version of what we want to bequeath to all those who follow us. We want this relationship to continue as in the past as our legacy. Again, thank you for your consideration and your time.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor.
Quick, there's an old lady there. Cops, go beat the shit out of her.
Ms. Swaggerty.
Okay, now I know I should not be one to make comments about people's weight, but I just noticed that cop sitting there. How the hell is he on duty?
Is that a cop or a security guard?
10 years with the
Maybe.
council. I've been to the Fort Worth Botanic
Well, if it's
Gardens
not a cop, you
on
want to bet
many
it's Allied
occasions,
Universal.
and there is a definite parking issue there. And I'm just wondering
You have a lot
if
to give to
this
the First Amendment
lawsuit is
audit
going to
community.
address and resolve the parking issue that is ongoing. I have been there when we had Butterfly in the conservatory, when we've had Flowercade from the garden show, and I've ridden the bus because we had to park way over in parking lot D. And there were several people on the bus that didn't come back because they couldn't park closer to the actual building because it's a timed entry. So I'm hopeful that you guys can resolve this to both sides, and we can once again have the people that come to the gardens be able to park closer. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Swaggerty.
It was short. Good.
Council, before we continue, these are the last of our speakers on this item that's pertaining to the Texas Garden Clubs. I was going to ask our Assistant City Manager, Jess Gecker, to give a few comments of clarification on this item.
I see there's two, one on each side of the
Good morning, Mayor
podium.
and Council. We certainly agree that Texas Garden Club has a tremendous legacy here, both for the state and for the city of Fort Worth. So filing of this lawsuit does not preclude us from being able to resolve this in a manner notwithstanding, and we will continue our efforts to do that.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. And Miss Taylor, I know that I cold called you one day and had a short conversation with you at home, and that is our intention, to absolutely continue to work with you and your members, not only to protect your legacy there in the Botanic Gardens, but also enhance your experience and be an integral part of the future we have in the Botanic Gardens. So we'll stay in very close contact, and you're in good hands with Jess and her team. That is our intention. So thank you all for being here today. We really do appreciate you. Our next speaker is Gerald Banks Sr., followed by Lisa DeBrito.
Oh, Jesus, got a big notebook.
I'm looking at past city council live streams, and I see it's not normal to have two cops, one on either
proclaim the
side.
need to clean up the police department, sheriff's
podium.
department,
Oh,
city
wait.
hall, and the city of Fort Worth completely from corruption. Clean the parking lots
Oh, come on.
from the bottom of the dirty bottom to the top of the buildings that actually
Come on, man.
it's because it's been a lot of blood spilled on these parking lots and in some of these buildings. I'm undecided on how much it would cost, but it is very much needed. My last few minutes will be dedicated to the victims. No justice, no peace.
Is that in general, or is that about CFW?
No, he said it was about the police.
Said the blood on the sidewalks is from the cops, and their victims.
Mr. Banks, I want to be respectful of your demonstration. Are those the conclusion of your remarks?
No, it's not.
Okay. If you want to continue speaking, that's fine. Otherwise, I need to move to the next speaker.
He is speaking with his hand. No justice, no peace. Learn sign language, bitch.
We'd love to hear your remarks.
I'm
Yes, sir.
continuing to speak.
Okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 minute left. 59, 58, 57.
I love this guy.
4, 3, 2, 1, 49, 48, 47,
I love this guy.
46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
This demonstration is for the blood that's been spilled on these parking lots that need to be cleaned up. Inside these buildings, and you know what buildings. 27, 26, 25, I'm continuing to speak for the victims that has lost their lives. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and if you continue to count, you'll see it's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I appreciate you listening.
Our next speaker is Lisa DeBrito. Lisa will be followed by Adrian Smith.
So I'm speaking against agenda item 24-0593. To summarize it, it is a $3,000 appropriation to go to selective Keyword there, people. Devils are in the details. Traffic enforcement program operation slowdown grant. Now I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I'm against this proposal. The first reason is our crime statistics, specifically the east side. But just for demonstration purposes, before I continue with this, I want to show you something. Understand this is demonstration only. And I'm addressing the audience now. Why?
Ms. DeBrito, you can't address the audience. I apologize. You have to address the council.
That was a demonstration. And the reason it was a demonstration is that is what your East Siders feel like. That's what District 5 feels like. When I call the police, it takes up to 2 hours to get a response for dangerous crimes. And let's talk about those, because this is one of the reasons I oppose just a small amount of the money that's going for boondoggles, as far as I'm concerned. Odds of being a victim of violent crime, especially on the east side, 1 in 201 people. That is the FBI statistics. I'm quoting directly from that. Assault in Fort Worth, 356.8. National average, 282.7. Murder, 10.5. National average, 6.1. Rape, 62.3. National average, 40.7. Every 18 minutes in this city, especially on the east side, every 18 minutes there is a violent crime. And you want to put more money into traffic? Are you kidding me? Now let me go to the next reason I'm here. The gentleman that just spoke is right. Number 1, David Colley. Number 2, Tatiana Jefferson. And now, number 3, Carolina Rodriguez.
There you go.
The city has blood on its hands. I stood before the mayor sitting behind me now, the former mayor, and asked her to appoint an independent citizen-led committee to investigate what happened with the Tatiana Jefferson, whose blood was not spilled on these streets. It was spilled in her own home in front of her 7-year-old nephew. I have a report here from the DOJ, which Fed Up Fort Worth paid $3,000 in FOIA fees for, that lists officers who have had disciplinary action. I really would like to do a deep dive into how many of those officers are still on the force. Thank you.
Yes.
Our next speaker is Adrian Smith, followed by Mike C.
By the way, we'll let people come up on panel after this is over if anybody wants to talk about it.
Smith, I am one with the people. First, I would like to begin by saying to the 3 firefighters injured on yesterday, my heart is with you. May your recovery be 100%. Get back to us. The city needs you. I'll begin with MMC 24-0538. Once again, the city is readying itself for court litigation because it didn't get its way in a private settlement matter that's now public. Is the party that's being sued in the wrong, or is it the city's desire for control of spaces it doesn't have legal right to? So we know that you all finding yourself in litigation again. I heard some speakers on this as I stood in a breezeway. This particular group, the Texas Garden Club, 64 years. They've been here in this city. And now you all about to spend millions of dollars, taxpayer money, fighting something that, you could have just let be. But, with this new council, this new top-down council, you all think you know everything. So, and it doesn't apply to all of you all. Like I stated, I don't lump you all up the same, but when I speak, I just speak general. So if the shoe fits, wear it. MMC 0539. Now regarding mineral rights of the city, what happened to the mineral rights of compensation promises that many residents of this city agreed to in good faith with various gas leasing companies that the city gave authorization and rights of exploration to. And I think this happened under our former mayor, Ms. Bessie Price. And I only say that because, Mayor, one thing you stated publicly, a lot of things have happened before you all's time, but you were chief of staff for Ms. Bessie Price for 5 years, so this falls under your watch as well. And my last item, 0553, truly, when it comes to the homeless plight of this city, we know that individuals are good for putting on a facade, dog and pony show. The typical, while the cameras are rolling, they are acting. It's amazing that we have $30 million plus available for general litigation purposes against the city, but those organizations serving our most vulnerable are made to split funding when it comes to initiatives set out by them. And this is in relation to MMC 24-0553 for those who are interested in knowing what's going on. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Mike C., followed by Carolina Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Mr. C? Mike, can you hear me?
Let's talk about art.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Let's talk about art. This is Mike C. Let's talk about art and racism. When Kindi Wiley's Judith was featured at the Modern and the Kimball, it disturbed many. The piece depicts a black woman with a beheaded white woman and it held in her hand. This is not art. It's an antagonism and it's racism. Art today, as much of our society, has evolved. I'll move on now. As I travel around Fort Worth, I see too many art installations that do not capture the essence of Fort Worth, this cowtown of ours. One such, for example, I saw looks to be a steel galvanized utility pole with a trash can cocked on top. It's not art. It's trash. It's a trash can on a utility pole. And we probably paid $100K for it. The two artists you intend to fund based on their view of their work most likely will be overpaid, and based on their work, I don't believe they will capture the essence of Fort Worth. Alice Eggert's art consists of pro-abortion message, neon lights, sign art, clothes, rocks, trash, and lint. Letitia R. Bajayo, upon my review, her art is just too abstract. I just don't see it as a match for Fort Worth overall. We're talking about nearly $500,000 for 2 roundabouts.
Next.
Can we use this money more responsibly? Lastly, Councilman Williams, have you reviewed these plans for these 2 art installations? Do they capture the essence of Fort Worth, or is it abstract art? Can you answer? Councilman Williams?
Mr. C., you still have about 40 seconds left. There won't be a response from the dais.
It's a dais, you asshole.
All right, thank you. That's all I have.
Our next speaker is Carolina Rodriguez. Is Ms. Rodriguez here? Okay, Mr. Mata is our next speaker.
She's not there?
She may not be able to be there, Muckster. She
Yeah.
may be down at her house.
My name is Manuel Mata. I live in District 9, and I have a problem with lawsuits where people get hurt by police officers. And I would like y'all to notice a certain police officer, because y'all didn't name him or they didn't name him. I know who he is personally because he pulled a gun on me for crossing the street on 7th Street. I just got that case dismissed. And he's not de-escalating, he's escalating. And I don't want y'all to wait until he kills somebody for y'all to step in and put him in a desk or give him paid suspension, right? Because that would be the least that we're asking. Now, she doesn't even want to come in here. And that's crazy for filming. And right here, I have this. And this was done in 2022, where it identifies auditors. It's what she is. So they've known how to do it. They've had case laws. And none of this states that they have the ability to grab a woman and throw her on the ground, split her head open, her eye and her lip. Nowhere does that in any policy, because any force that's unnecessary is excessive. Now I'm asking y'all, because I personally destroyed a wall that was in my neighborhood because we allowed a police officer, Buddy, to come in there and show us his heart. And what this officer did, the one that I took out, he built 5. So now it's harder for us to listen to what they're talking about. And it only addresses one problem. Are y'all gonna address this, or y'all gonna agree with what he did? Because that's all I'm asking. Look, Mr. Nettles, I appreciate what you asked for, because we do need to see that body cam footage, right? Because if an officer has the idea in his head that he can run around and grab everybody, because this policy, this class that they took doesn't state that. And I read it. And they're mad at me because I understand it specifically. And all I'm doing is showing everyone else what I said 5 years ago. Y'all need to control these people, because the next one is not gonna be up here to be able to be out there or nowhere. You're gonna make funeral arrangements for them. He's a problem. He doesn't understand de-escalation.
Council, that's the last of our speakers on the consent agenda. We can move on to vote on the consent agenda. I can entertain a motion. Thank you. Motion and a second. Any other discussion? Any other outbursts from the audience? I have to have you removed from the council chamber.
Oh, Lord.
Nope, you're not on the list, Mr. Willoughby. Please vote, council. No speaking from the audience. Move, Mr. Willoughby. Thank you. Motion carries. Ma'am.
Yes.
Marshals, if you can remove individuals that have outbursts from the audience. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, they were ready for that. Look, all the cops
Yeah.
here. They're not
Our
gonna be in
next
there.
item will be Emmons
See that one big boy there?
24-0548.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's the one I was
Entertain
talking
a
about.
motion,
Yeah,
council.
but look at his arms. I wouldn't want him smashing on me, man. That dude would hurt somebody.
Mr. Hunt would be in the audience. Lee, raise your hand here. I got a call a couple of weeks ago or an email from Deanna Giordano, the HR director, and I was surprised because she wanted to take my CCPD representative and move him over to the Firefighters and Police Civil Service Commission. But totally in line with Lee's a great guy. I just want to point out intellectual property attorney Kelly Hart. He's an adjunct professor with the University of Houston School of Law, as well as Texas A&M. He was a Houston police officer for 8 years and went to night school to get his law degree. He worked
What are you
in the Department
doing?
of Commerce. He's got a Bachelor of
I'm
Science from
making
Texas
sure it's
State
noticed.
University, Masters of Public Administration from the Bush School, and the JD from the University of Houston. So very qualified. Thanks, Lee, for your willingness to serve. I appreciate you being here today. And with that, I'll move to approve.
Motion is second. Please vote.
I go look for a news item.
Marshals, I've got several removals that need to take place. This gentleman that's filming in the back needs to go. Mr. Banks, you have to go. Unless you can sit down, that would be great. We've
Filming?
got a lot of agenda items to get through.
You
We
gonna remove
appreciate your
somebody for
concerns,
filming?
but there's a lot for the council to do today. Thank you. You can leave. Yep. Yep. You're not the media. Thank you very much.
You're not the media. Oh my
You're called worse. Thank you
There
so
you
much.
go.
God, she's gonna
You
get
done.
sued.
You done, bitch. You done. You are fucking finished. What's her
have a
name?
vote.
She
Motion
sounds just
carries.
like Marjorie Taylor Greene. That bitch is done.
Next will be announcements by city council members involving upcoming and recent events, recognition of citizens, or approval of ceremonial travel if needed.
First
Which
up
one
is
did
Councilmember
that?
Flores.
One in the
I
green?
think it's the blonde I was talking in the beginning, but I'm not
That's
sure.
the mayor. That's the mayor. That blonde bitch is the mayor.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Unfortunately,
mayor doesn't
our
know what
Dallas
the media
Mavericks
is?
did not
Oh
make
my.
the cut, but we still celebrated the mayor at the Fort Worth Stockyards with the Dallas Mavs crate drop. Mayor Parker was there along with I to
What's this?
support the home team. Next slide, please. All right, on June 13th,
I'm
the
looking to
District
see if I
2
can
had
find
an open
any
house, and that was a big success. That format
news
was very
things that
effective.
say
We had a
he's
lot
been
of city
arrested.
staff there, a lot of resources
It
from
might
the
take
city.
a while. If he was just arrested.
And open it
Yeah.
up for the community to come in there on their own time during that time, and appreciate the participation for the many staffers and departments. Next slide, please. All right, let's a nice shout out moment for the water utility of the city of Fort Worth. Attended the General Assembly of the North Central Texas Council of Governments. Councilmember Crane popped in as well.
The link is pinned if anybody wants to come up.
They were recognized. Chris Harder was there present as well, and they were bestowed the Regional Community Award for collaborations with
What's their
City of
county?
Hudson Falls,
Terrence
Willow
or something
Springs.
like that?
Congratulations to Chris and
I
his
don't know.
team. Next slide, please. All right, the End of Watch, which travels throughout the country, supporting those family members that experience a loss of their family members who serve in law enforcement.
Fuck you.
There might be more, but yeah. She had a guy removed for hollering. She had a guy removed for holding a camera. He didn't say a word. He was holding a camera. There was
Right.
no yelling. Holding a
That's
camera.
That's his
Holding a
right to
camera.
record.
In a camera, in a room where they're streaming out to the whole world anyway.
It's a public
Okay.
meeting and a private meeting. That's right.
It's not a private meeting. No. It's open to the public, and he is media. I'm sorry. YouTube is media. Facebook is media. Twitter is media. The mayor doesn't know shit.
By the way, I've got the audio still in my ear in case something pops up.
Sorry. Oh, I thought their audio. Okay. I guess I'm getting a little excitable, a little loud. No. Yeah. Benghazi Rabbit, this is your area. Where you at? You still in the chat? I guess not. All right. But someone said that Kruger got arrested. Let me Google.
I was just I said I was looking for it. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, I'm looking for it myself. I got the thing
Okay.
up. Hold on.
That's a good start if that's the case. Is his name Matthew?
Kruger, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. I forget they just call him that.
Oh, Reddit's saying he's body slammed and killed her. She's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yes, no.
So
Yeah, she
everything-
was in the lobby. Yeah,
Was she
Reddit's
there?
not-
Muckster?
Well, that's what Matta said, that she was out in the lobby and afraid to
Okay.
come in.
Okay. Maybe she's scared she's going to get arrested again for speaking out.
Well, her lawyer said that he is going to be viewing some other video, but he wouldn't say what the source was because he didn't want the cops to go and harass the person.
Okay.
Oh, that's her video.
Yeah, that's just somebody. That's the same stuff we've already seen.
All right, guys. Where'd he go? Get a good look.
Yeah.
That's the motherfucker's face.
Yep.
Look
Joey
real hard.
says Twitter doesn't have anything about him being arrested yet.
There is the human fecal matter. Okay. Let me go back to 100%. Going all the way.
David Bowie, Kruger. Oh my God.
All right. Matthew David Bowie Kruger, huh? All right. I don't see anything on an arrest, though. Yet. Of course, it's very new news. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Cap. Who else is new? Joey? Nothing on Kruger being arrested on X. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. That's good news, I think. All right. It is time for old geezers like me who take a water pill in the morning to go pee. I'll be back.
July 2.
Okay, Dubs. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's what Matta commented on. Didn't he say, I want to thank Mr. Nettles for calling for the body cam to be released? It's good to know there's somebody on that council that cares.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of
All right.
rumors.
They have a bunch of recent arrests, but he's not on there.
Okay.
They actually have a page you can go to. It's the Fort Worth Police Department. If you will, I can show it to you, but I already scrolled through it. There's nothing there.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Suan. Suan, yeah, if you can get us something reliable, that'd be good.
I pasted it in the back there if you want to look at it, Muckster. No, I did go to a different thing, and all it's doing is it's looking and searching, but it's been searching now for minutes. It's not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Joey said it could take hours to actually show up. Council's talking about the Fort Worth Zoo now. That's an important subject too.
And when you go through that list, Muckster, her name's not in there for the arrest.
Yeah, I
But-
noticed.
Yeah, and that happened a couple days ago, right? So should have been in there.
Well, it might have been there before and been wiped off
Yeah,
since
but
they
it
dropped
dropped,
the charges.
Right.
Hey, swine.
Hey, Finkel, you're talking to mute.
Well, I was waiting for you to figure it out. I didn't want to say nothing.
We don't want to make you look stupid.
Right. I do that all on my own.
You don't need our help.
I can't believe she said to the guy, "You are not the press," and threw him out. Oh, God.
I'm going to do a little presentation.
Aren't you allowed to record in City Hall during a public
Yeah,
meeting?
public meeting. Yep. A citizen can do it. You don't even have to be the press.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Whether or not you allow recording in a building that's being recorded, she's literally live streaming to the whole world.
Right.
Well, maybe you guys can translate something for me. This is the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, and I'm highlighting one part. What does that mean? Or abridging of the freedom of speech or of the press. That's a complex sentence, so you can actually say abridging the freedom of the press and say the same thing, or abridging the freedom of speech. She's abridging, by saying he's not media, she is abridging his freedom of the press. Yes, KFAR, yes, Fraud at Wrangler, we are all press. You get a YouTube uplink and you get a YouTube uplink and you get a YouTube uplink. We're press. We can observe, we can monitor, we can report. According to the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, we are free press.
Well,
all of us.
It's important to note that when they wrote that, the press did not mean newspapers. They were literally talking about printing presses so people could do leaflets and things like that.
Right.
And YouTube is the modern version of leafleting and pamphlets.
Well, let's just say that he was press. Let's say he was press. How can she tell that he's not press?
Yep.
That's a good point. How does she know he's not CNN, MSNBC, New York Times?
Did she not see his badge or something? I'm just being sarcastic, but let's just say he was press. How does she know if he's all the way in the back? How can she tell? She just didn't want him recording. That's what it was.
Oh, by the way, I couldn't play Stephanie's link on my computer. I get that scrambled thing that I get a lot of times. The guy must have done it on his cell phone. Sometimes
Yeah, I get
my,
that too.
My accelerator just scrambles it. And I have to do a whole restart to change that.
Alphabetically recent arrests is Jacobs, Johnson, Kirk, Lee, Liam. So Kruger's not on there yet. But I don't know how real time this is. Of course, that's the Fort Worth Police Department. It might be state police or some other agency. I don't know if they would arrest their own or not.
That's a good point, but you would think somebody at the local news would pick up on it.
Yeah. She, if whoever's running against her in the next election, We ought to snip that. You are not the media. Garnish doesn't know what the media is. I wonder if that's an auditor or something like that, and we'll see him from his point of view when he's pointing that camera, he or she's pointing that camera up. Yeah, why would she not want him recording when the city is live streaming? Because she's an idiot. Rules for thee are not rules for, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Sue-Ann will post an update if she hears more. Thank you, Sue-Ann. Here's, the guy's channel. Okay, let me close that window. Let me close, okay. Freedom Watch. He's live right now.
Justice for Carolina. Guys, hashtag justice for Carolina.
The question is, does he know anything, or is he just
AKA Freddy Krueger? So
this isn't the guy that was in the city council. What's he doing? What are you doing, man? I don't get it.
I believe I've seen this video.
It's live right now.
Oh,
I'm behind by 20 minutes. What is he doing? What is this?
host Justin in the war room, straight from the underground. I'm your host, Justin Sane.
Just insane.
Got new updates for you guys. Live new updates. Fort Worth police officer arrested. Live.
Is Freedom News Now?
Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe tab. Like and subscribe.
fuck your like and subscribe? If you have something to say it.
Yeah.
Fort Worth police officer arrested. Live, guys. Live.
Come on, get to it.
What's up,
Give us
Leon?
facts.
What's up, Todd? Thanks for stopping in.
What's your source?
So
What the hell's he
first,
doing?
I just want to say, our thoughts
Getting
are
attention.
with Carolina for everything she went through, that she had to endure at the hands of the tyrant police officer, the Fort Worth police officer, Matthew Krueger,
Thank you for saying his name. Okay.
aka Freddy Krueger. So just want to send out our sympathies and condolences to Carolina and hope she gets well soon. We're making this video in support of our fellow independent journalists, citizen journalists,
Well, you're on the right side of the issue, but come on, get to it.
police accountability specialist.
Come on, fucking clickbaiter.
We're here for police accountability, guys. We're here for accountability. Fort Worth police officer arrested live, guys, live.
He was arrested
I
on
heard
live?
that already.
Seen it here first. Freedom News Now.
I want some fucking proof instead of
Fort
this
Worth
guy
Police
just
Department,
repeating that.
1,000.
yeah. It's weird. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm going to skip through and see if there's any live coverage of this officer being
That's what I was
arrested.
going to say. If it was live, show us the damn
Do
video.
the right thing and say this is wrong. This should not happen. This should have never happened.
Yeah, we all fucking agree.
North Texas, Fort Worth police officer was arrested by
Live,
a Weathersfield
live.
police department. Similar type situation, excessive force type situation, I believe.
So it's a
Yeah,
different
looks
cop.
like Freddy Krueger. Looks like he leg sweeped her, took her legs out from under and just dropped her right on her on her head. You know, that's what they like to do, right on the concrete.
Cap said,
to a
try right over the
5'3",
CC button.
115-pound, lady probably in her late 50s, arrest and or detention, evading arrest and false alarm or report. Officer. The video is us. It's called Agons are being slammed to the ground, knocked out on. Yep, you guessed it. Stop resisting.
Yeah, you're kind of
Should be
behind
stripped
on
of that
this.
title. No more shiny metal badges for Officer Kruger. Or Mr. Kruger, Freddy Kruger. You're fired. You're arrested.
Where are you getting your information, jackass?
Over. They're investigating the incident, including the use of force by the officer. We are committed to accountability and transparency in all our operations and will ensure, he said in the statement. Does anyone really believe it'll be a fair, impartial investigation? They themselves no wrong. Believe just.
Is this just him talking? I want to see.
That's all I'm
Then it
getting
says
out of it.
identify the officer. Says was suspended during the investigation, but the department refused to comment. Fort Worth Police also refused to
I don't
provide
really
body
care
camera
about the
footage,
fucking
videos,
opinion
or
of somebody
checking out
that's saying the same shit we've all been saying for 2 days now. Give us some
I'm
facts
working on
if you say he was arrested.
All right, anybody got him actually being arrested or a report of him being arrested other than a YouTuber saying he's been arrested? Matthew Kruger.
Yeah, that's just somebody jumping on there to get the clicks and views with no information.
Yeah, we need information. Good old firm. Sorry, guys. No, it's okay. He kept saying live.
Yeah.
Kruger arrested. And I'm like, okay, show us. That implies a video. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Which would be great.
The last thing I saw was that Kruger was desk bound.
I see that cop has a history of violence. I don't see anything 15 hours ago. 4 months ago. Yeah, I don't see an arrest. I hear people talking about arrests, but I don't see an arrest. Operation Legend. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to give up on that search unless somebody else finds something. He's a clickbait. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's just fine. It's just we want real information. Something more than what we got. All right. Probably paid administrative leave. Paid vacation. Sadly, that's the way it works out way too many times. I like that one guy. No justice, no peace. I like what she says. Are you done talking? He's like, no, because this is a form of communication. He's still saying his piece, and she doesn't get that. She doesn't get what free press is. She doesn't get what free speech is. Not even free speech. He had 3 minutes allotted, and he took it. I'm talking. I'm giving you a signal. I'm communicating. Just like this is communicating. Miss Mayor, Madam Mayor, right there. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, and you don't get it. You don't get free speech. You don't even get coordinated speech, and you don't get a free press. Right there. Mm-hmm. All right. I love Fairfax County. Thank you, Fairfax, for not being like that. In the meeting, we're talking about Caroline again. Okay. YouTube. Is it on YouTube or is it on Fort Worth? My searching skills suck.
It doesn't sound like they're talking about her to me, but
With her founding of the Ryan Place Improvement Association.
I thought they said something like Jody Klein.
Park is something I
But
embrace. and be very
I
happy.
could be wrong.
So on behalf of the Klein family,
Klein family.
Company, we thank you.
I don't know. You did mention he was arrested by Internal Affairs. They do not have public access page.
When I told my husband JD that I was coming down here, he said, "Well, if they ask you to speak, please don't cry." We'll see how that goes. I saw a photo of Joan this morning, and I was still in bed. I was looking on Facebook, and
Somebody by the name of Joan Klein.
because there's a lot of happiness that comes with
Okay, it's a
I'm not
District
going
9
to
thing,
cheat.
it's fine.
I'm going to look at Michael Crane, which may make me cry.
For different reasons.
For different reasons, exactly. And then
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody else was talking to her earlier, talking about her earlier.
when I see photos of her, I will always.
I'm on the wrong thing here. Hold on.
That Elizabeth asked me to tell. The one that comes to mind is a situation which I won't go into the details, but there was a number of District 9 residents and a number of personal friends.
I'm
who
not
were
getting
on
a
one
thing
side
where
of
I
the
can back up
issue. There
on
were a
here.
number of District 9 residents that I represented.
Must not be able to do that until.
And there was an impasse, and Joan was a great mentor. She was a great sounding board. She was
Let me see if there's sound on the YouTube one.
And I
Fort
went to
Worth
her
City
and
Council
I
meeting.
told her, kind of laid out where things were. And she went through and she said all the good things about the first group and all the good points that they had and all the ways that they were right.
There is sound on the YouTube one now.
And she said, these are all
Oh,
the
is
good
it
things about
running?
them,
Yeah.
and
See
these
if
are the
it's.
ways that they're right.
You bringing it up?
Oh, I can.
See if you can back up and find whatever. Said there was some lady before this that. Are you looking at it or are you searching?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to
The
share.
Multicultural Alliance that was near and dear to her.
It would be before these people.
She helped usher into existence. It was also something that she was not real.
So poignant that we name it after her because it's not just a park in the neighborhood, but it's one that the community.
Yeah, this is for some former mayor or something. So it'd be before this.
Board and the ribbon cutting. Joan was absolutely committed to creating and improving public parks to
and meaningful accomplishments on behalf of our community are more than worthy of this honor. So I would ask that the City Council vote in favor of this change when it comes up. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Councilman Rebecca, I do believe that's the only speaker we have on this item, and we're going to pull it out of order for City Secretary's office. That's MNC 24-0613, and the floor belongs to Councilman Rebecca.
Thank you so much. I'm going to read some of Joan Klein's highlights.
Yeah, see, this is still about that
Thursday,
one.
June 27th. It's going to 12:01. I'm sorry. You'll see a photograph with me and my niece and her to open two. Okay, so we had an amazing event at Greenbrier.
Those slides, look at the slides, guys, pretty cool. While I'm saying the Habitat for Humanity history.
Shelters are close.
I think it was at the end of that last girl. You mean that redhead? Because that was all that Joan Klein stuff.
And to the Fort Worth Nature Center on 10 and 11 a.m. at the Hardware Construction.
I'm now 20 minutes behind.
Opportunity to correct. against the wall over there, who's going to be a little embarrassed, one of our city attorneys, Mr. Nico Arias. Not only is today his birthday, but this will be his last council meeting before he leaves us to go join the Navy JAG. So I just wanted to give him an official send-off and congratulations.
Yeah, see, I've been listening to this audio and I didn't catch anything.
Okay. So I give up on it?
I don't know.
Later. All right.
Are you sure what you heard,
Okay,
Stephanie?
so we had an amazing event at Greenbrier Community Center. If you don't know, some love in our event. Next slide.
Hey,
All right,
Nerdy's over
Trinity
there.
Pride Fest. I really appreciate those members of council and former members of council and members of our state delegation that joined us that incredibly hot day out on Magnolia. You have not had so because the opening part of this. Have one slide for that. Really
Somebody look
appreciate
for people at the podium, right?
slide the recruiter blue. Let's see.
Yeah, it was supposed to, said it was a lady.
But if he doesn't, really great dog. He's good with around the state for LGBTQ organizations. Okay, 12-7, but two of those, it was supposed to be stealing two of our all tournament. And the little girl you see there is one of our Fort Worth police officers. That little girl kept me on my P's and Q's. So look out for her because she is going to do something one day for sure. Thursday closures and cast Swiftwater will join us. Work and at 1002 South Main Brewery.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that whole thing about Kruger getting arrested was people just saw the headline police officer arrested and they assumed.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And
Yeah, it might be. People jumped the.
Because Swine says one was arrested for domestic violence, another for drunk driving.
So
Yeah, it doesn't seem to fit what we are aware of.
from our, or if people aren't responsible to the landfill, but so pounds.
Landfill.
Job or know somebody that's looking for a job.
Job fair.
Will.
Speakers on non-consent agenda items?
Thank you, Jeanette. Council, we've got a few here that are, I'm going to take and wait to the end because they're mostly on an item that we're actually going to take up towards the end, which is MNC 24-0550.
Eyes on the audits over there.
Development. So I'm going to hold off on those speakers. So if I'm out of order, that's why.
Christine's over there.
Chris Gee. G. Hi, Chris. Chris will be followed by.
Yeah, we did see that, Swine. That's
do it after you go ahead and
for July 2.
You're in good company here.
Great. So my name is Chris G. I'm the president of the Ryan Place Improvement Association. I'm here on behalf of RPIA and want to express enthusiastic support for the renaming.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have anything else.
Community are more than worthy of this honor.
All right. I don't see anything on CFW Carolina Fort Worth page. Someone did say she was in the lobby as they're calling out names. At one point, they called her name out. She was going to be next after another guy. And then they skipped right over. I don't know what that was all about.
Well, Matta said that she was out there, but she was afraid to come in.
Okay, and I couldn't blame her for having the fear. So no one actually stopped her. Okay. I mean, yeah, look at her face. I'd be scared too. All right. Someone mentioned a Brandon Mitchell. Do they have any good updates?
No, he's not going to have anything more than us. They're just watching the city council.
Doing the same thing. Okay. So anybody out there have actual video footage or credible news source of Kruger being arrested? So far, I haven't seen anything.
I'm willing to bet people saw a headline, Fort
Yeah.
Worth officer arrested, and they just jumped to the conclusion.
Okay. That's probably.
Yeah, see, Sue Ann says she has someone there at the meeting. There's someone at the meeting. It wasn't Kruger.
Okay. Well, that's a damn shame. That would have been nice if that was the truth. Now we have 21 in the audience, and this is an open panel. And the discussion is the crimes of Kruger and what he did to CFW. And it's linked, but I mean, it's pinned, but it's also in the link I just threw out there. And it is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast. That's almost noon in the Fort Worth area. And I forgot it's my INR test day. I'm going to go off screen and test my blood. But I'm still here.
Yeah. I think Freddy Krueger fits better, Swine. I gotta step away. Hopefully someone else is listening in case someone else wants to come up.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm bleeding into a machine. Little pinprick thing.
Find anything else out that's new?
3.2. My INR is 3.2, right on the edge of my window. Let the truth be told, WFAA News. Now, wow. What's that, WF? Is there a news story there? WFAA News. Dallas local news. Okay. Let me see. Is there some sugar-free, fruity, icy energy drinks available at Starbucks nationwide? Hooters announces closure of underperforming locations. There's still Hooters out there? God. Let me see. Firefighters. Woman arrested for attempted capital murder. Piano. What am I looking for on WFAA News? So let the truth be told. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let us just share that. I think I found something. Present. I'm going to share. Come on, mouse. When I click on something, I expect you to do the clicky poo. Share screen. There we go. Share screen. And enter entire screen. All right. This is coming from WFAA News, a local Dallas-Fort Worth area. Fort Worth police investigating one of its officers after a woman was hospitalized in a senseless incident. Oh, I probably should actually share that, shouldn't I? All right, there we go. Carolyn Rodriguez was sent to the hospital due to injuries she sustained during arrest. She was also jailed and faces multiple charges. Fort Worth, Texas. The Fort Worth Police Department is investigating one of its own officers after a woman was sent to the hospital after an arrest Sunday. Say Tuesday. Sunday, June 23rd at 3:26 a.m., officers responded to a hit-and-run crash. Hit-and-run crash? Looked like they were doing parking meters. Did I misunderstand something? During an investigation, Carolyn Rodriguez approached the officers in a statement. The police department said an officer asked Rodriguez to move across the street. When she did not, the officer forcefully arrested her. I didn't see anything about a crash on the video. Did you guys? Is this?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
That they were possibly towing cars for not paying the parking meters.
From my private parking lot too, by the way.
Interesting.
But there's signs there saying that the cars can be towed, but that's what she was asking. How did they know that they paid?
And and when he said to move her, she said, "Can you tell me why?" And there was, "You're under arrest." Bang.
Fort police say they are investigating an incident, including the use of force by the officer. We are committed to accountability and transparency in all our operations and will ensure that this investigation is thorough and impartial.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I agree. That's a lie. The hit and run was a different incident. WFAA asked the police department if the officer, who they would not identify, Matthew Kruger, was suspended during the investigation, but the department refused to comment. In other words, no. Fort Worth police also refused to provide body camera footage from the scene. Of course, but we do have the auditor's coverage. WFAA has filed an open records request for the police body camera footage and an incident report. This is a development story, and WFAA will provide more information as soon as it becomes available. Are there any updates? No updates. Okay. So we have a similar channel in our area called WTOP, and usually a 2-day-old news story will have links to more recent news stories. So I guess that's not the case here. Yeah, I didn't see anything about a hit and run. Didn't even see any sirens, no lights. Just a couple officers checking parking meters. Move across the street. Interesting. Yeah.
How dare she challenge their ego?
This bastard better do time. So they still have Hooters in Texas, huh? Okay. I guess there's something for everyone. 19 in the chat, and we are an open panel. If anybody has any information on the Fort Worth area controversy. Okay. Let me see here. Benghazi Rabbit, even if it was a crime scene or an area, let me make that bigger because my eyes are struggling. Even if it was a crime scene or an area of investigation, where's the line of demarcation? Very good question, as other people were walking around, showing that to people. Yeah, that's a good point, Rabbit. Rabbit seems to be more in tune. Do you have any new information on possible arrests? Or I think we were chasing a bad rumor that Kruger got arrested.
Well, I had the thing going. I came back down. It was still searching, so I don't know.
Yeah.